Okay, let's run with that. If the music does go off, that is absolutely okay. We don't necessarily need it. I think everything else is picking up fine. All right, so coming to your mat, if you have one, of course you can use your own floor. First thing we're going to do is let's activate through our whole body. So we're going to start from the feet. Let's spread out through the toes. Place down your big toes, the next ones, all the way around out towards your little toes. Then all the way around the outside of your feet. You're going to actually lift up and then connect the outside of your feet, your heels. So we've got this gentle gripping action with toes. It's very slight, but it is present. It just makes the feet active. All the way around to your the heels. And then we're going to gently lift the arches just naturally as a result of that. And then coming up through calf muscles, just gently switch them on. Bend through your knees. Keep the knees relaxed as much as you can. They will automatically switch on just as a result of what we're doing right now. And then up through your legs. Just very gently activate through your thighs, through the backs of your legs and your hamstrings, down the sides of your legs and at your IT band that helps stabilize your knee. Through your hips, we can activate through the hips by gently squeezing through your glutes. It's small, but it's present. Through your pelvic floor, all the way around through towards low abs, leading us into the ab. Let's activate gently through the abs. Now, are you still only lightly contracting to your toes, or are you gripping onto the floor like this, as if you're about to fall off the edge? And relax through your toes, but keep them just active. Up through your abs, low abs, mid abs, upper abs. Up through, back, waist. All the way up through rib cage, gently activating through those muscles. Bring the shoulders all the way forwards and up. Bring them back and down. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Already you'll be feeling strong, but this uplifting sensation that we receive from being open through our chest and our heart space, automatically the psychological what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but the effects of that are amazing. Your mind, your body, and your spirit already feel uplifted and rejuvenated from that. Just that simple act of activation and opening. So let's relax your shoulders now. Relax through your arms. Relax your wrists and hands. Still relax your knees. Bringing chin back into alignment, lifting crown of the head to the sky, tailbone down to the ground. Let's come outwards with arms. We're going to take our weight over onto one side, and I'd like to start with this one today because it is just such a wonderful opening movement, this dynamic stretch for legs. So your weight over onto your right. We're going to pick up our left. We're going to swing gently. You could do this holding onto the back of a chair, or you could do it leaning against a wall, or freestyle like this. I'm going to place that leg down, take it onto the other side. Again, we're going to activate all the way through toes, the outside of the foot, the heel, the arch. Bend to your knee, relax your knee, activating through the legs and each of the muscles of core. I'm going to pick that up and do the same on the other side. So you're really opening up through all the muscles of your hips, your legs, the glutes as well. That IT band supporting the knee. Bring it back into center, bring it down. Gorgeous. Take a little bit of a wide stance here. Again, we've got that activation happening all the way through. We're going to bring our hands up towards the sky. You're going to lengthen your tailbone to the ground, crown of the head to the sky. Lengthen through your waist, your back, your belly, and then release that. And you can just relax your hands and your shoulders down by your side. Let's try that again. You can bend through your knees if you want to, make it a little bit dynamic, and lift upwards. And then release that. Again, breathe in. Suspend the breath. And breathe out. Let's do one more of those because it feels so good. Come upwards with the breath. extending the breath. And just release that. Wow. Nice. Coming into center, we can place our hands on our hips here and do a very, very simple side stretch. So it's a side bend. So with your hips in alignment, you're literally coming over to the side. Bring it back through center. So keep this one moving. It doesn't have to be a huge movement here, just enough to open up through the waist. And as we said, hips remaining in neutral, relax through your knees. That's going to encourage the alignment through the back, through the hips. Let's do 2 more of those, and we're over to the side. Enjoying that sensation of stretch. Bring it into center, take it across to the other side, and the other side. Bring it back into center here. Deep breath in. This time we could try that with our hands upwards. If you feel able to and you want to, that is. However, option is there to return your hands to your hips. I'm going to take that to the other side. Bring it in through center. So we're really lengthening out through our external obliques there. In at the waist. We are also mobilizing through the spine, which in turn is helping the flow of fluids around the body. Nice. Bring that into center here. We can bring our hands down. You can come onto one side if you want to. We're going to roll our shoulders back. And the same as rolling shoulders back, you can bring one foot behind you, one in front. With this back heel, press the heel into the ground. Keep the toes in alignment. Bend through that front leg. Keep your hips in neutral in alignment with toes. Bring the hips into neutral using pelvic floor muscles and bend into this gentle lunge. You want to ease yourself into the expression of each movement. Roll the shoulders back. That's an optional addition there. We're going to make circles with shoulders, one and then the other. Pressing that heel into the ground, extending through that back leg, releasing through your calf, your hamstring, and all the way releasing through your hip flexor down the front of the leg. Deep breath in. Breathing out, lift through the heel. We're going to step that into center and onto the other side in a moment. You can make circles. So we're going to bring the hands out to the side. Let's do them at the same time first of all. Little small circles, warming up through the shoulder joint. Whee! Nice. From the side it looks like this. You can make that a bit bigger circle if you want to. Slow it down a bit so that you can accommodate that. You do one then the other, as if you're swimming in a gorgeous river. Nice. Bring it all the way up to the top. Onto the other side. You're going to bring one foot back. Press the heel into the ground. You're going to come forwards with this front leg. Bring the hips in alignment with toes. You can pick up this lunge. Use pelvic floor muscles to come into neutral there. Deep breath in. Maintaining that stretch. Option here, roll the shoulders back. You can stylize that in belly dance if you like. Or you can work, that's of course optional. Or you can drop any stylization and just go with that movement. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we can lift through that heel and step up to meet the other foot. Nice, isn't that nice? Next thing we're going to do is a gentle sway of hips. So we began swinging through legs. And now we're going to just sway through hips, and the hips can curve upwards. Try not to lock out your knees, and try to keep the hips in that neutral position rather than them swinging back like this. But just a very gentle movement. We can make it slightly deeper if you want to by bringing your hip out to the side. And you might feel this lengthening through your thigh and through the IT band, as we mentioned before, this fibrous tissue that runs down the outside of your leg. And lots of people carry excess tension through there without even really knowing it. And it can cause all sorts of problems throughout the body, throughout your kinetic chain. One of the things that it can do is cause knee issues. So it's really nice just to fully release through there. Nice. And then we're going to bring that gently back into center. Wow. Take a deep breath in. Help yourself to some hydration if you would like some. Always a really good idea to stay topped up. And then you can begin to join me down towards the ground, perhaps on a yoga mat or just on your floor. Either will work very well. We're going to come down towards the ground today. You can roll down if you've done that technique with me before. If not, we can do it next time, or you can check it out on YouTube in one of our other videos. You're just going to roll down. It's not for everyone, this movement, but if it is for you, you can go for it now. And we're going to use our abdominals, roll all the way down. Nice, smooth, controlled movement. Lovely. From here, we're going to bring one foot upwards towards the sky. Yep. And we're going to make a small circle through that leg. So you're bringing it up, aiming for 90 degrees through there, or thereabouts. And use your other foot to push off. And bring that into center, bring that leg down, bring it all the way down to the ground. Just to release out through hip flexor there. And then we're going to bring that foot upwards. And on the other side, you're going to lift that leg up. You're going to circle round. So you're going to feel this releasing through the back of your legs, through hamstrings. But also through the hip flexor, you're gently strengthening through there as well. And you don't need to go for a full expression of that right at the beginning. If you're just warming through your day, that might be a smaller movement than usual. Bring it into center. Good, well done. Bring that foot down. Let it release all the way to the ground. And join the other one with it. Bring your toes in towards your head. Release through the back of your legs and relax for a moment there. We're going to bring our both hands up over our head. This can be a really gorgeous stretch for your abdomen. So, to receive an even deeper stretch for your abdomen here, you take a deep breath in and allow your belly to travel upwards towards the sky. Fill your belly with air, then your rib cage. And then release that. Again, deep breath in. And then release that. It's a gentle but definitely a present stretch. Deep breath in. Bring your hands as far as you can, your toes as far as you can, your heels as far as you can. Lengthen. And then release that. And bring your hands all the way back over, down towards your hips. So we've got 3 planets going into retrograde today, and I'm being mindful of that in the delivery of this session. Let's bring our heel onto one knee. So me, I've got my right heel on my left knee, and then we're gonna lift upwards like this. You're gonna aim for about 90 degrees through this leg that's lifted. Bring your toes in towards you with both feet. We can bring our hands in behind, clasp on there. This is going to really be gorgeous for opening up through the back of your leg, through your glute, and opening up through the hips as well. So from here, I'm going to keep your knee in alignment with this toe. So you can use your hand, your arm, just to release through there. So you're gently using pressure to bring that knee open, to open up that hip. And at the same time as that, with the other hand, you're bringing this knee up towards your chest. If that feels a little bit too tricky for you in terms of upper body strength, you can do one or the other. I would say probably you'll get the most benefit by bringing both hands underneath here. So if you find that first option tricky, go for bringing both hands in behind here and just use your mind to bring this knee open wide. And then pulling in upwards towards your rib cage. Ooh, I feel that today. That feels really good, doesn't it? Relax through your neck, relax through your shoulders. I'm going to hold that long enough to positively influence our flexibility. Good, nice technique. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out this time, notice if perhaps your body might allow you to release into there. Notice perhaps on your next breath if the muscles ease and adapt to that new way. Feel them soften. Deep breath here. As you breathe out, we can very, very gently release that. Now, as I said in a previous class, the way that you move out of a stretch is possibly, arguably even more important than how you go into it. Return your foot. We're going to take this foot off of our knee. Just bring that whole leg out. And let's do the other one as well, just so that we can feel the difference, one side of our body to the other. For me, I feel like my non-stretch side is higher up. I can actually feel tension through there. And on the other side, I feel so much closer to the ground and softened. All right, let's try that on the other side if you're ready. We're gonna bring this knee upwards. And then you're gonna place your heel on that knee. I say your heel, you're gonna place just above your ankle bones. So the very lowest part of your low leg. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick up this supporting leg, roughly 90 degrees there. We're going to bring both sets of toes in towards you. And then you've got your option. You can bring one hand in behind here, the other one placed on your knee. Both, one pulling and one pushing. One behind your knee is pulling, and the one on top, the side of your knee, is pushing. Or, if you prefer, you can come with both hands in behind your knee and just focus on that pulling motion as you pull. But then use the contraction consciously through your mind to bring that knee, the lifted stretch, outwards, opening out through the hip at the same time. Coming inwards with that knee. Enjoy that sensation of stretch. Taking a deep breath in. See if the muscles want to release and lengthen into that new way. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, we can gently release that. We're going to bring that foot all the way back down. Take the knee off. I mean, no. Take the leg off of the knee. And slide our feet out in front. Bring the toes in towards you. And then release that. That'll be Mercury there with getting the words jumbled. Well, I'll blame it on Mercury anyway. We can gently roll onto one side. Use your leg to help you do that. And then when you get so far, use your forearms to gently bring it upwards. Ah, wow, welcome to your new hips. And then we can bring an elongated diamond shape with our feet and our legs. Sit up high on your hip bones. You want to really feel the hip bones press into the ground. You put a nice straight back. Use your abdominal muscles to help you to do that. Deep breath here. And as you breathe out, you can use your elbows to just gently bring the knees down to the ground. And just further opening through the hips. Nice straight back. We're pivoting forwards through the hips. And here, it really, really helps. I find it really helpful to visualize bringing my rib cage over the top of my toes. Really lead that stretch with your rib cage. And that's going to really encourage that lengthening through the spine, through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's release through there. We're going to bring both knees in together. Extend forwards. This one here, bring your toes in towards you. Make sure you're still high up on hip bones. You want to feel hip bones press into the ground. I'm going to lift up through hands and absolutely pivoting through the hips here with a straight flat back. Take that to wherever you feel a nice stretch today. This is going to be different on every single day, different for every single person. It depends how you've been using your body in the previous days. So we're really not concerned with how far we're traveling. What we're concerned with is having really nice form, that the back is nice and straight, and that you're feeling that stretch through the back of your legs. You don't want to feel too much pressure on the small of your back. If you feel tension through your back too much, just breathe in gently, and as you do so, you can return back upwards into center to where it feels good. You can place your hands down either side of your leg. Deep breath here. As you breathe out, see if you can find a little pocket of space that might open up for you. Travel into there. Give yourself permission to release any old tension. There's no longer any need to hold on to that. It's not necessarily serving the purpose it used to. And as we free ourselves up from that tension, we create more space within ourselves for new opportunities, for new experiences. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently walk your hands back in towards your hips and gently unroll, unwind like a fern in the forest through your back. Bringing knees up towards the sky. We can wrap our hands around ourselves. Give yourself a hug of self-care. And gently release that. You can come into, come into a cross-legged position. Take a deep breath in. Place one hand down low on belly. One hand in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out in to open flexibility, open hips, open heart space, feeling released, relaxed, and revitalized. Thank you for joining me. That was beautiful.